Hello grade 8 learners, hope this finds you well. In this video, we're going to review vertically opposite angles, alternating angles, and corresponding angles. Let's start with vertically opposite angles. What are vertically opposite angles? Vertically opposite angles are formed when two straight lines intersect, and these two straight lines mainly form letter X. Look at this figure. Can you find some vertically opposite angles here?
Yes, this angle and this angle are called vertically opposite angles.
Good. And what can we say about vertically opposite angles?
Vertically opposite angles are equal.
Good. And now how do you write this?
We write angle AOC equals to angle BOD, and the reason is vertically opposite angles.
Good. Look at the figure again. Can you find some other vertically opposite angles?
Yes, this angle and this angle are also vertically opposite angles.
Good. And how do you write this?
We write angle AOB is equal to angle COD, and the reason is vertically opposite angles.
Very good. Exercise 1. Calculate the missing angle. How can you find the measure of angle AOB?
We know that angle COD and angle AOB are vertically opposite angles and they are equal. So angle AOB is equal to 80 degrees.
Good. And how can you write that?
Angle AOB is equal to angle COD equals to 80 degrees, and the reason is vertically opposite angles, so angle AOB is equal to 80 degrees.
Very good. Now let's talk about alternating angles. What are alternating angles? If we have two parallel lines and a third line cuts these two parallel lines, then alternating angles are formed. They mainly form letter Z or its different rotations. Now, how can you write that?
We write since AB is parallel to CD, then angle ABC is equal to angle BCD, and the reason is alternating angles.
Good. Here are some shapes that form alternating angles. What can you say about them?
In all of these figures, we have two parallel lines and a third line cuts these parallel lines. So the marked angles here are alternating angles. In figure 2, the same. In figure 3, the same. Also in figure 4 and in figure 5. The marked angles are alternating angles.
Good. Now, look at this last figure. Can we say that the angles formed here are alternating angles?
Since AB and CD are not parallel, so we can say that we don't have any alternating angles here.
Very good. In this exercise, we have to calculate the missing angle. How can you find the measure of angle HCD?
Since AB and CD are two parallel lines and HC cuts these two parallel lines, we can say that this angle and this angle are alternating angles.
Good. And how can you write that?
Since AB is parallel to CD, then angle AHC is equal to angle HCD equals to 80 degrees, and the reason is alternating angles. So this angle is equal to 80 degrees.
Very good. In this exercise, we need to calculate the missing angles. Can you find the measure of angle TEF?
Yes, we know that the two lines AB and CD are parallel. And if we look at the figure, we can say that this angle is equal to this angle, and the reason is alternating angles.
Good. And how can you write that?
Since AB is parallel to CD, then angle ATE is equal to angle TEF equals to 100 degrees, and the reason is alternating angles. So this angle is equal to 100 degrees.
Very good. And now how can you find the measure of angle THF?
By the same way, we can say that AB and CD are parallel, and HF cuts these two parallel lines. So, if we look at the figure, we can say that this angle and this angle are alternating angles.
Good. And how do you write that?
Angle THF is equal to angle HFD equals to 70 degrees, and the reason is alternating angles. So angle THF is equal to 70 degrees.
Very good. Now let's talk about corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Actually, when a straight line intersects a pair of parallel lines, corresponding angles are formed. And corresponding angles mainly form letter F or T, and corresponding angles are equal. Now, can you write the corresponding angles in this figure?
Yes, since BC is parallel to DE, we can say that angle ABC is equal to angle BDE, and the reason is corresponding angles.
Good. Here are some shapes that form corresponding angles. What can you say about them?
In all of these figures, we have a straight line cuts a pair of parallel lines, so corresponding angles are formed. In figure 1, these are the corresponding angles, and in figure 2, these are the corresponding angles. Also in figure 3, these are the corresponding angles. Similarly in figure 4, and finally in figure 5, these are the corresponding angles.
Very good. Now have a look at this figure. Can you find any corresponding angles here?
Since AB and CE are not parallel lines, so we don't have any corresponding angles here.
Good. In this exercise, we need to calculate the missing angle. How can you find the measure of angle BMH?
In this figure, we have the two lines BC and MH are parallel. So this angle and this angle are corresponding angles and they are equal.
Good. And how can you write that?
Since BC is parallel to MH, then angle ABC is equal to angle BMH equals to 70 degrees, and the reason is corresponding angles. So angle BMH equal to 70 degrees.
Good. In this last exercise, we need to calculate the two missing angles. Can you find the measure of angle BCD?
The two lines BE and CD are parallel, and the line AC cuts these two parallel lines. So if we look at this figure, we can say that this angle and this angle are corresponding angles and they are equal.
Good. Now can you write it?
Since BE is parallel to CD, then angle ABE is equal to angle BCD equals to 50 degrees, and the reason is corresponding angles. So angle BCD is equal to 50 degrees.
Very good. Now can you find the measure of angle EBD?
Similarly, if we look at this figure, BE is parallel to CD, then this angle is equal to this angle, and the reason is alternating angles.
Good. Now can you write that?
Angle CDB is equal to angle DBE equals to 60 degrees, and the reason is alternating angles. So this angle is equal to 60 degrees.
That's good. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye.